Hey, Studog here, and welcome to Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. That's right, I'm playing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe on the PlayStation 5. This game originally came out on Steam way back in 2013. Then they released this remastered version for the 10-year anniversary, which was in 2023. It's now 2025, and I thought, hey, I've never played the Stanley Parable, so I'm gonna play it. Because I've seen others play it, I've seen Eddie play it, I've seen Sean play it, Mark play it. Pretty sure I saw Felix play it as well. I don't know. It's been a while. But anyway, it's the first time ever playing the Stanley Parable, so let's dive in. I kind of know what to expect, but for now we're just gonna focus on beating the game, and then we'll do the extra stuff in future episodes. But for now, let's just try to complete the game the best we can. Here we go. Begin game. The end is never. The end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, Stanley, eh?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
I see.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Right,
Orders
sounds like a
came
boring
to him
job.
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I see.
Stanley was happy.
Of course he was.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Really?
Something he would never quite forget.
And what's that?
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour.
An hour?
When he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No
Strange.
one showed up to give him instructions.
Really?
Call a meeting. Or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
And what's that, buddy?
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. This one now. You can hear the typing on the keyboard. Anything else I can click on? Content. So, no one's here, obviously. We looked around. We're just gonna follow this and how we follow the narrator. Speaking normally. I'm sorry I distracted him. Headset is back. I'm sorry, it cut out. We're just gonna follow this along. Huh? This way? Okay. Come on, narrator, give me a noise.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So that's this one? Yeah, this one's left. Okay. It's the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person.
Where is everyone?
Feeling
Hello?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda. Reflect. The future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Not cost efficient. Standard organized graphs. 49 July push for funding for R&D and new coffee machine. That's not cost efficient. You can't get graphs, but you can get coffee. Wait. Get Chris out of the boardroom. The broom closet. Hire someone to syringe papers. Papers are too. Wow. Okay. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper guy. Remove my desk. Please keep the targets of the topic off. Wow, it's all blurred. Alright. Employees. Okay. Why is it all numbers and then Gym. Wow, look at this one. Meeting room, floor 400, group. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Do not alter without considering whiteboard. Well, okay, let's go. Let's go. Wait. Bi-quarterly post-review. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but money to buy more things. Graphs, things, and money. Yeah. Our products. What is hard profits? How to solve? Okay. Alright. Let's go to the boss's office. Boss office. Some stairs.
Staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Okay, let's go
office.
see our boss. Boss, where are you? What is this executive bathroom? Let's go. Now, where's the boss's office? Hello, boss.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Boss?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Boss?
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered
Boss?
in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Boss, where did you go?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping
And what's
from
that?
him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
And what is that, Mr. Narrowhair?
845.
Okay, 2,
Of course,
8,
Stanley couldn't possibly have known
4,
this.
5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
God, it's really
code.
dark now, I
By
can't see.
sheer luck, amazing.
Oh,
He stepped into the newly opened
whoa,
passageway.
what is this? This gives me like Portal vibes. Down. Oh, it's like an elevator. Okay, this is interesting. Elevator.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Hello? What is this? Stanley Power?
Stanley walked straight ahead.
Mind
through the door that read
control
Mind Control
facility. Escape. Okay. Oh, it's dark in here. What is this? A big button? I love big buttons. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room
Whoa.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
There's so
thought to
many.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh, what's this? Where are we going? Does anyone know? I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of people that know. It's like all these little desks and chairs. What's this button do?
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Nature revealed.
What happened to
Each bore the
104?
number of an employee in the building.
Whoa.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Is that the boss there?
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
Whoa.
freedom meant nothing.
Look, 601 got fired. Whoa, that's so crazy. No way. So we're being mind controlled? Is that what's happening? Wow, what's this button do?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What's this? Now where are we going?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Where are we
His
going?
own
Can't even
life
see what's up
in
there.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even
Oh, it makes sense
truly spent his
that it's
entire
mind
life
control because
utterly
we
blind
as
to
the
world?
we as the players are controlling him. So technically, yeah.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Mind control
Controls
status
labeled with
offline.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking,
Sicily.
eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
And how are we going to do that? System power. Off. Off.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No. It was an accident.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do.
Really?
You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
I'm sorry.
You don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent,
What?
Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Well, that
How long
sucks.
until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
2
Ah,
minutes.
now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, great.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Oh, great. I think I just screwed this up.
Where we're going.
Maybe I should just follow the guy's instructions. Great.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Great. I think that's
All right, then.
screwed this playthrough.
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
That's
Other
mean.
times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But
Right.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
1 minute 40. What are you doing, man? Am I... What? Wow.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused.
Assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds
Had to
ticking
press
away
5
to your
apparently.
death. You're only
That's a
still
fine
playing
5.
instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part
God,
of
this
the
whole thing
journey.
is shaking
And
like
believe
crazy.
me, I will be
I think I
looking
did
at every
this wrong.
second
I
of
think
your
I was just
inevitable
supposed to
life
turn it
from
up.
the moment we fade in until
Oh
the
god,
moment I
it's
say
really hard to
happily
see.
ever after.
Whoa. Oh my god, what just happened? Hello? Oh god. We're back. Okay. But this time, I feel like maybe we should just follow what the narrator says, okay? Here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, let's go to the meeting room. Meeting room, just follow this guy. Ow, my nose.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, it's left, okay. We could just speedrun this, it's really not that hard to do. Okay, we're in the boardroom.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
If you're not getting fired, talk less. Do unbelievable anything working. Don't get fired. Okay, to the boss's office, let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Okay,
office.
cool, we'll do that. Hello? Wow, even the secretary's gone. Boss? Oh, he's gone.
Stanley was once again
What
stunned to
release?
discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, a
What could
keypad.
its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below.
And what is that?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
8.
But of course,
4.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Oh, right here. Oh, I'm telling you, this really is giving me Portal vibes. I'm kind of expecting Gladys to pop out and be like, oh, makes sense, this is a Steam, it was a Steam game. Was it made by Valve? I don't even remember. Now, this place has a lot of code regulations that are being violated.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I see. And then what? We press this big button to put the lights on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay, let's see what's in here. Turn this on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Just press all the
This
buttons.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He
Really?
couldn't accept it. His
Okay.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Wow.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this view.
So, like, someone's
And
in
as the cold
charge?
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Mind
over
control
another
audio.
human
Awaiting
being,
input.
for he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Oh, just switched it off. Hello? Hello? Oh, great. Wait, I see something. Is that my cursor? Is that just a light?
Darkness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
What's going on,
Was
Mr.
it
Narrator? Narrator, what's going on? Tell me. Oh,
Yes,
what was that
he
light?
had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Whoa,
Freedom was
what
mere
is this?
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he
None of
realized
that mattered.
none of this mattered to him.
He
For
doesn't
it was
care.
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Come on,
Perhaps
open
his
up
goal
quickly,
had
man.
not been
Why does it
to
take so long to
understand,
open?
but to let go.
Okay, let me
No
go.
longer would anyone tell him where
Let
to
me
go,
go.
what to do, or how to feel.
Let me go.
Whatever life he lives,
Come on,
it will
open,
be
open,
his.
open, open,
And that was all
open,
he
open,
needed to
open.
know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the
Whoa.
open door.
Open, open.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
Whoa.
the feeling of liberation.
We're free. Stanley's free.
Before
Finally, Stanley is a free
this was
man.
exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Yay.
And Stanley was happy.
Really? I don't know. Kind of doesn't feel very happy to me. Beat the game. Wow. This game like loops or something. Okay, I guess we're back at the start, but so no one's here, obviously. We looked around. We're just gonna follow this and how we follow the narrator. Speaking normally, I'm sorry I distracted him. Headset is back, I'm sorry, it cut out. We're just gonna follow this along. Huh? This way? Okay. Come on, narrator, give me a noise.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So that's this one? Yeah, this one's left. Okay. Ah, it's the meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person.
Where is everyone?
either. Feeling
Hello?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, okay, let's go. Let's go. How to solve? Okay. Alright, so the broom closet. What's in the broom closet?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, there's nothing in the broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Ah, broom closet. Oh, it's so cozy. It's like my little home. Hello, this is my home.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
Yeah,
He
it
wasn't
is.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Woo. Oh, yeah.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Okay, I think we should leave now. This
You
is
do
just...
realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason
We're just
at all.
going around in a circle.
None of it made any logical sense.
Yeah, we are going.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
They were.
Simply repeating. No, Stanley
Is that
said to
coming a
himself,
loop?
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
What?
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Really? A dream?
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
He's
His
dreaming.
co-workers weren't actually gone.
Really?
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was
What?
so much fun.
This is like a
Stanley
dream.
marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all.
What's going on now?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What's that?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, what?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly
Oh my
strange.
god, this is hilarious.
Dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered
Yeah.
if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth
Maybe.
was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
True, how
Was
could it
Stanley
be?
simply deceiving himself?
Uh-huh.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Then how's he floating?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Of course it is,
After all,
man.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
The
is a
voice
dream.
not seen float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That
And
this
that
was
was
a
a
dream.
dream.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh,
up.
his eyes are closed. I
He
can't
felt
see.
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
What is going on?
Let me wake up.
Let me wake
he
up
thought
before
to himself.
Tom. Why is this guy still
I'm through
talking?
with this dream. I wish it to be over.
Uh-huh.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Please,
It's all I
wake
want.
up.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Why you wake up and you're still walking around? I'm bad.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I'm
real.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Everything's
Who
going
am
right.
I? Who am I?
Oh my god, it
It
fixed it.
went black.
Whoa. Hello? It's game over.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. On this
What?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by
What
the
is
body of a
going on?
man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she
What is this?
Who knows what crazy people look like.
Oh
In that
no,
moment,
Stanley.
she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what
Oh
is
my
real
god.
and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Of course.
Then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and
Oh
by
no.
extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Really? Oh my god. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to them. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times.
That's
I
20
would
times.
say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Uh-huh.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for
Ugh.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
50. Just button mash. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be doing the actual game, but I really want to click on this door.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Okay.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 417. 4. What the heck is 417? Okay. 417. Ah!
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, 437. I know this is not what you're supposed to do. 437. Wait a minute. Oh, it's right here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 415. 415. 41. No, 415. 415? No, 415. Here we go, 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay, I'm sorry guys, I just have to do this, but then we're gonna go back to the actual proper game. I just oh god, I went past 437 tonight.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The copy machine. What the fuck's the coffee? What the hell is the coffee machine? Copy machine, where are you? Okay, now let's look for a copy machine. I don't even know what the copy. Oh, there it is.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh my god, this guy. I swear he did this on purpose. Back to 417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Why would I do that for? How am I gonna climb onto his desk? 4.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. 416.
We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Oh my god, it's like this guy's trying to climax or something. Copy machine. What the heck's the copy machine? Oh, it's right here.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
I'm gonna end the game here, so I'm not gonna end the game, I'm gonna end this episode here. Because we beat the game, and that's kind of what I wanted to do for this first episode, and then in the second episode we'll go check out new stuff, because apparently there is new stuff. So we're gonna find the new content. But yeah, so join us next time as we continue our adventure in Stanley Parable. So thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like, share on social media, comment down below what you liked, and check out all the socials. Join the Discord server, and I will see you guys in the next one. Studog out. Bye.